Halo pemirsa CNBC Indonesia, selamat datang di Mining Zone CNBC Indonesia bersama dengan saya Maria Katharina. Dan hari ini kita spesial sekali berbincang bersama dengan narasumber yang akan berbicara banyak tentang transisi energi menuju ke clean energy or green energy. Karena ini sudah jadi mandatory bahwa tahun 2050, 2060 kita masuk ke dalam fase net zero emissions. Bagaimanakah setiap perusahaan kemudian concerns pada green energy? Saat ini saya sudah spesial sekali bersama dengan Kun Somruedee Chainmongkol, CEO BANPU Public Company Limited. Hai Kun Som.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ I call you Som. Som. It looks like a family, right?
Yes,
okay.
please.
Okay, Som. So you are successfully guiding and helping BANPU to diversify into the clean energy businesses. So including renewable power generation, rooftop solar panel, electric vehicle, energy technology. So based on your experience, can you tell us the historicals about the transitions, BANPU transition into the clean energy company as well?
Certainly. And first of all, I would like to thank you, Indonesia.
You're welcome.
For give us a chance to invest in Indonesia. I really love Indonesia.
Oh, thank
from
you.
the bottom of my heart. Indonesia is the first country that we get outside from Thailand, and we chose Indonesia because it's a resource-rich company with a lot of population, and we foresee that going forward, Indonesia is going to be the largest economy in Southeast Asia. So in terms of transition, as BANPU was born as a coal mining company, in which 30 years ago it's like a star of the energy, but right now it becomes the enemy to the energy. So that's why BANPU cannot stay ad hoc. We have to make a transition.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago, around 2015, when I appointed as the CEO of the BANPU, the second CEO of BANPU after joining BANPU. Right now, I have been with BANPU for 40 years already, so I have seen the development from the beginning to now, and looking forward into the future. So when we do the transition, it's quite difficult at the beginning because what can we find to replace coal, which is such a big portfolio for BANPU? If we just cut the coal, it's not gonna be fair to our customers. The world without coal is gonna be blacked out. So we feel that we need to transform, otherwise we're gonna be disrupted. But the way that we will transform, we will do it with responsibilities.
Sure.
That means we keep our coal constant, we keep our coal-fired generation constant, and then we add on with new energy resource, which is gas in Texas, US, to make it greener energy resources. On the energy generation, we blend with gas-fired power generation and renewable energy such as solar farm and wind farm, so that make our coal-fired generation greener as well. However, we are not investing in new coal-fired anymore, but in terms of gas-fired generation, we believe gas is greener, so we believe with gas-fired generation it can bridge before we go to 100% green, which is gonna take a long way. And the third part that we did seriously is that we established the energy technology lake for BANPU, so that it can do the whole system of the net zero solution, or the net solution to sustainability consists of the solar roof generation, solar floating generation, to the battery storage system on the utility scale, as well as for the battery packaging for automobile. And we have those e-mobility, electric vehicle platform. We don't invest in electric vehicle, but we involve all of these into our ecosystem and build a platform so that everyone can use our platform. And we hope to grow this platform as our e-mobility platform in the future. So for customer, we're looking for serving them with the full cycle of net zero solution
Yeah.
or the net zero energy for sustainability. So that kind of hope that we believe that in one day we can make the whole BANPU, the whole group as a greener, smarter group.
Okay.
And we emphasize in Indonesia because it is the largest country.
Yeah.
And we just established IBP company to do the same thing as we do in BANPU
BANPU.
Energy Solution. IBP just 2 years old. It is now growing and investing in a lot of startup and also find the project for itself, looking for partnership with many other companies, many other partner in Indonesia. As I said, we are not looking for growing up by ourselves. We are looking to grow with our partner.
Yeah.
And that will be the key message to our stakeholders that if there's a chance for our ITM in Indonesia can go smarter or greener going forward, we can go together.
Okay.
The obstacle is so many things all together. Beside the portfolio that I already mentioned,
Yeah.
there's also about people that we have to transform our people to be
Okay.
more digitalized people.
Yeah.
The digital transformation process is also difficult. We start since 2018 and changing our people to work on the digital process, not only the normal routine work, the backbone supporting value engine of the company, but also at the operation itself.
Yeah.
Like in Indonesia, a lot of things that we transform into more electrical instead of using oil.
Yeah.
The lubricant from our partner, we also use a green lubricant, and we create solar farm that we can use for our coal mine. So it's two things go together. One emission of
Yeah.
carbon dioxide, but solar farm help reduce the emission of the carbon dioxide. So this thing has gone through with our people, with our culture, and with the purpose for BANPU to be the leader in changing the energy of the world to be sustainable energy, affordable, reliable, and also eco-friendly.
Yeah, affordable is a very good words that the green energy is not always affordable. So, okay. Moving on to the Southeast Asia is emerging as one of the regions with the second largest economic growth after China. Then the demand of energy is also expected to continue rising in tandem with the economic growth also in the regions. As one of the leading energy company in Asia, how do you view the energy transition and resilience in Southeast Asia?
First of all, I believe that to make everything green, it close to impossible in the near future. At least it will take like 20 years, 30 years at least. Therefore, we should look at something which is new technology, such as the CCUS, the carbon capture storage or sequestration. We can look at those natural-based solutions in which Indonesia is very rich of. We can look at adding more technology like ammonia or green hydrogen into the power generation in the future. I think this kind of technology will be leading all of the energy into sustainable energy. Moreover, we should look into the government regulation as well, that together with the power development plan of the government, how can we deregulate certain regulation so that there will be more and more investors coming into Indonesia or elsewhere in other countries. So I believe with all of this going in tandem, the regulation, investor, and the technology coming together, we can reach faster in terms of the greener and the smarter energy transition and that is very important to the world, important to the company, because it is our purpose, it is our value, and it is why BANPU is here in this world.
You said that before. It's a hard thing to beginning to start the energy transitions energy in Indonesia. What is the hard things to do the transition energy in Indonesia? The regulations maybe or funding. It is so because a renewable energy agency IRENA study suggests a Southeast Asia needs $29.4 trillion in funding to achieve a 100 renewable energy mix by 2050. So in your opinions, how is the investment turnover related to the clean energy and renewable energy in Southeast Asia?
It's a huge money, and I believe that along the way we will need all of these. It is so-called sustainable funding. We are gradually have those kind of sustainable funding for our company already. For ITM itself, to make ITM growing greener, smarter, and faster, we have to add more and more green energy. As I said, IBP, a strategic mineral, the battery value chain, the whole battery value chain, the system for net zero solution, or in the smart energy, smart city solution, those kind of things that we can look for Indonesia. And as you know, Indonesia is such a large country. There are many startups, good startups. We invest through those good startups in Indonesia. Hopefully that one day it can turn into be a unicorn. And with the goal of building the new capital, Nusantara capital, that is very close to our mine in Samarinda, which we already closed down and make it a very beautiful scenery. So I believe there are so many opportunity for ITM to go green. I told our people that ITM is our diamond, and we can go green with our existing business, using our generation for cash from our existing business, putting it into a green business, and at one day we can be more than half of our enterprise value becoming from the greener and smarter business, similar to BANPU that we set 2025 for greener, smarter by 2025.
Okay, let's moving on to the main issue right now is about nickel industries. One of the BANPU subsidiaries, ITM, you say ITMG, we know it, charters, is planning to diversify into the nickels industry. What are the considerations for entering the nickel industry?
It's about the total value chain of the battery production, starting from the strategic mineral like nickel, and then throughout the process, we can build the battery energy storage system. We can build a battery package for the car. The BESS, battery energy storage system, is for a utility scale like a solar farm and other things in a large scale. But battery package, we join hand with S-Wolf in the US to produce a battery package for the car, and that will be supplied throughout Asia Pacific. I think we are interested in nickel because we would like to look through the whole value chain of battery, and we believe this is a key part of the world to go greener, smarter into the future. The EV, the smart solution, the smart city, all will need battery for the foundation, no matter energy generation, electric vehicle, or the battery recycle. So the whole cycle of the value chain of the battery. That is why we believe nickel is a very good start for ITM itself. And Indonesia is the largest country that have the largest deposit of nickel, and that's why I really love Indonesia.
Thank you so much. So Indonesia targets to become a king global of battery, you know, that with the nickel resources we have. How do you see that Indonesia potentials to be the king globals of battery. Is it possible? Do you see that Indonesia have a big dreams like that?
Certainly, certainly. Who else can be the king of nickel?
Yeah.
Except Indonesia. I believe that Indonesia will be the king of nickel because of the resources of nickel, a lot of investors coming from many countries, and a lot of Indonesian investor itself. And hopefully BANPU can be part of those investors together. We hope that we can be lucky enough to be part of those nickel production throughout the value chain of battery. The other part that I would believe that it will make BANPU the king of nickel faster should be more on the government side. The regulations,
Sure.
the
That's the point.
improvement of the certain regulation that can help Indonesia being the king of nickel. I just heard about Indonesia inviting a lot of many companies investing into Indonesia, including the US. So I believe with the ESG going forward, no matter which country that Indonesia will supply nickel to all of those countries, it will have to base on ESG as well. So all of these things, emphasizing on ESG, adjusting certain regulation, I believe the king of nickel for Indonesia is not very far.
Okay. Som, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time for CNBC Indonesia. Thank you and thank you once again.
Thank you so much, and thank you for believing BANPU and ITM. And we promise to be the leader of the world to transform the energy to be sustainable energy with our way in energy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wish luck
Thank you
to
so
BANPU
much.
and ITM.
ขอบคุณค่ะ